Hey guys, my name is Brandon and welcome to or welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you like what you see in here, you're more than welcome to hit the subscribe button so you stay notified every time I upload a new video. Okay, let's get straight on with today's video. Hey everyone and welcome back to Is That More Brandon. So in today's video, I'm actually going to be doing a video review to episode 8 of Squid Game, the challenge. So, we are almost at the end. I can't believe we only have not even that many people left, but yeah, obviously as of the end of episode 7 we had started the glass bridge game, and obviously we were going to see how many of the surviving 17 were actually going to get through, and we kind of had it on a cliffhanger with Trey, and he basically said to the camera that he's from a competitive household. His dad actually pushed him to work hard, and with his family obviously there was a lot of expectations. Expectations are set up and sometimes you kind of fall when you kind of least expect it, and that was a very interesting phrase, or he said something along the lines of that, because actually he then kind of was kind of there because he was waiting for the person behind him to go in front, because I think what they had all decided is the player who was on the tile at the front, as soon as they got one right, the next player would come forward and then overtake them. Ashley, player 278, didn't want to do that, and player 19 basically shouted out, "It's Ashley's turn." She kind of didn't say anything, didn't do anything. Trey kept looking back as if like, come on, you're gonna move forward, and he obviously realised that they were wasting a lot of time, so he ended up just stepping forward, and the tile that he chose was just the wrong tile, so he ended up just self-eliminating himself when actually it should have been her. So you know, could have been a whole completely different group of people in the next game, but yeah, he basically self-sacrificed himself because she didn't want to take a step forward. So that was a bit disappointing from her side, and it was obviously sad to lose Trey because he was genuinely one of the good ones from what I saw. Player 418 said it was sad to see him go, and player 429 said that she didn't even say anything, as if like, oh, what a shame or whatever. She kind of just stayed silent. And then player 287 May, or Mai, said that she was obviously going to be watchful for player 278 because she's not a team player. Very difficult to get their two numbers not confused. 1 to 287, that's Ashley. Sorry, Mai, and then 278 is Ashley. And player 278, Ashley, basically said that she can no longer hide. She's at the front. She has to take a number. She has to take that step forward. And she chose the correct tile, so she obviously stayed in the game. And then everyone else decided to play the way that they all decided previously. So player 31 overtook her. So he basically chose the correct space. Player 393 overtook him. They chose the wrong space, eliminated themselves. And that was Jackie, so that was the girl that was deaf. She actually ended up losing herself from the game. And player 451 Phil said he didn't want to go forward without his buddy in the game, but at the same time you kind of just have to keep going because they only can have one winner. So although you're there with your friends and your alliances, they just help push you a little bit forward, but in the end there is only one winner. And player 16 said that it was almost like a light just went out in the game. The fact that, you know, there was someone there that was your friend, and both 451 and player 016 had lost her. Player 418 overtook, and player 31 said to them, go with your gut, and stayed in the game. Player 429 stayed in the game. Player 451 stayed in the game. Player 281 said that he wouldn't be here without Mai. So obviously she's player 487, and obviously player 286 is Chad. They were obviously together in red light, green light, and he basically said to her, you're my hero. She said for him to go left. He said left. She said for him to go left. He went left, and he obviously stayed in the game. Player 54, Rose, overtook player 286. She actually survived as well. Player 23 overtook player 54. And she said, I don't know what I'm thinking, I don't know what I'm doing, I don't know, just someone tell me left or right. In the end, she just went for a tile. It was incorrect, and she obviously ended up eliminating herself. Player 204 then went in front of player 54 Rose. Again, player 254 was eliminated. Player 269 overtook, and Chad 286 said that he could be the hero, James could be the hero. Mai said that he should go right, James went right, he eliminated himself. Mai said that she was really sorry, and player 278 Ashley said that nobody knew which tile was going to be the right one and which one was going to be the wrong one. But basically we lost 8 people in that game, so players 182, 221, 301, 77, 393, 23, 254 and 269, I think that's all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah, that's all 8 of them. So we had 12 people left, some of which I know their names of and some of them I don't. So we've got Mai, Amanda, I'm just gonna look at the numbers. So we've got Mai, Amanda, Sam, B, Phil, Ashley, and then there's a few others, but I don't really remember all of the names. I just know some of the ones that are like regular, like they're there, they've been there the whole time, or they've been there for a long time. So yeah, we had 12 people left, so 12 had survived 5 games so far, and Mai basically said at some point she's going to want to eliminate a player 278 because she wasn't a team player, and you know, they changed the game for her, and she still managed to survive that game. And player 286, Chad, said that obviously there was hundreds of people, and there's actually now only 12 people left. And player 278, Ashley, said that she has a hard exterior and it's quite difficult to knock walls down before actually letting people in. So the fact that 12 players were left and they lost another 8, it went up to $4,440,000, which was the prize pot. And they were advised that tomorrow they'd be doing a face-to-face test. Both Phil and Sam, so players 451 and 016, both said that they missed Jackie, and she did do really well to get as far as she did. It's just a shame that she obviously couldn't go that little bit further. And Sam 16 said that he's able to hold his cards close to his chest, especially having to have grown up in a household where he was obviously religious and kind of closeted gay, and kind of, you know, he built a new family that wasn't blood, and he was able to kind of, yeah, have those roles fulfilled by other people that are not his, you know, born mum and dad. Players 19 and 18 basically both saying to each other they're both dreading the next game, and they had a little joke saying, oh, you want to get me out? And she was like, yeah, of course, that's what I've been waiting for. And player 18, B, the gamer girl, she said that there's a 6th or a 1 in 6 chance of one of the two girls winning. And player 287 said that she wanted to solidify her friendship with Chad, or she was able to do that, but she does want to hide her agenda because you can't trust anyone completely. So although she does kind of have a really good connection or alliance, or, you know, she has his back, I guess, she kind of doesn't want to have all of her cards on the table just in case there's a time where, you know, he'll either get eliminated or he might go against her. She needs to have her cards up ready to kind of fight back, like Uno, like you need the reverse card. And then players 286 and 287, so Chad and Mai were having a little chat, and they kind of realised that there was 3 Londoners, so 3 British people sitting on the beds on the other side, so players 429, 016 and 019. So they were all kind of just chilling on the beds, and then they were basically just looking over, and Chad basically said he wanted to make sure that there's no new alliances being formed, and if there are, you kind of need to start getting rid of them quickly. Player 278 said to Jackie's friends 451 and 016 that they needed to rally up and get votes, and basically said that she wanted to rather compete in games rather than just having to do votes to like get people out of the game. 016 said that she does love that 016 was Sam. He said he loves being Amanda, but there's just something about them that he thinks they wouldn't save him. And player 278 said, yeah, they're going to vote us out over their alliance because there are clearly 4 of them over there. They've got an alliance. We're a team of 3. We've got no hope, so we've got to try and take them off one by one. And player 278 said that she needed to try and also pretend that she was friends with people because obviously she needs numbers on her side. Player 418, Roland, said that player 31, Perna, is a bit of a goofball. He has goofball energy and he's just happy to be in him. And then he explained to the camera that he was born in Nepal. He started life as a refugee until about the age of about 12, he said, and there was poor medical care. He said he'd like to go on to win the prize, as he needs to be the hope for the people that are struggling. He wants to go far, and he thinks he'll go far in the game, and he'll never give up whatever happens. And then the next test included a black rope, so it was just a black rope that was put into a triangle with 1 die or dice in the middle. They had to select a leader, and Mai basically put herself forward straight away. Her hand went straight up. Player 19 said, if you want me to, I can be the captain as well. And Mai basically said that she wanted to be in control of her own destiny and her own faith, which is why she'd actually nominated herself forward. Basically, the aim of the game was you nominate someone before you roll the dice. If you roll a 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5, that person is safe. If you roll a 6, that person is eliminated. You can also self-nominate, so if you put yourself up and you get a 6, then you basically eliminate yourself from the game. And the test will continue until 3 people are eliminated from the game, so the 12 will go down to 9. So, player 429 suggested that they should all nominate themselves because it's a complete chance game then, so there's no one kind of being targeted, or picked on or whatever. Everyone's just basically choosing themselves. And player 287 Mai said that she wasn't going to nominate herself just purely because she deserves to be in the top 12 just as much as everyone else. She said that she needed everyone to be part of the team, and that's what she expected. And I think she was referring to the Glass Bridge game, where obviously player 278 wasn't as part of the team. She kind of let player 301 go twice, which is why he's no longer in the game, because it could have been her, or it should have been her, that potentially could have had that 50-50 to go. So she nominated player 278. Mai rolled a 4, and that meant that player 278 was safe anyway. And basically 278 Amanda, Ashley said that her destiny is in her own hands, not in someone else's hands. And player 355 said that Ashley was thrown under the bus. No one kind of said anything, and it was kind of just forgotten about and moved on. So yeah, that was basically that. Player 418 nominated themselves, didn't get a 6, so they were fine. Player 16 nominated themselves, didn't get a 6, they were fine. Same with player 355, she nominated herself, she was also safe. Player 18 nominated herself, that was B, the gamer girl. She did get a 6, and she did say that she did play a lot of backgammon, so she's used to getting 6s. So she did get a 6, she lived by her reputation of getting 6s, but it just meant she was one of the first 3 eliminated. And she said that she played the game true to herself, and if she was to do the game again, she'd play exactly the same way. So again, one of the nice ones, I think. So like 301, 018 is also eliminated. Very, really sad, but you know, it was really nice to, I guess it was really nice to see her for the majority of the game, and it's just a shame that she couldn't get any further. And then it was up to 278, and Roland 418 basically said, well, you know, Mai 287 has targeted you, so you might want to, you know, think about what you do, and there's no pressure to do anything. And Mai basically steps up straight away saying, no, I didn't target anyone, I just picked someone based on what I've seen so far in terms of observations of games, and that's it. Don't feel like you were targeted, that's just part of the game, and that's that. Anyway, Ashley voted, nominated Mai, so obviously she didn't roll a 6, so Mai was safe. 429 nominated themselves, they were safe. Player 31, which was Perna, so he actually rolled a 6 and eliminated himself. 451 nominated himself and was safe. Player 19 nominated herself and she was safe. And player 286, Chad, so, you know, Mai's close alliance, he did roll a 6, and he again was the 3rd person to be eliminated from the game. So we lost B, player 18, Perna, player 31, and Chad, player 286 in that game. And we basically had our final 9 contestants. So in number order, we have player 16, which is Sam. We have player 19, which is Amanda. We have player 51, which is Rose. We have players 278, Ashley, 287, Mai, and 355, Hallie, I think her name is. And then you have 418, 429 and 451. Don't know what any of their names are, but you've got 418, 429 and 451 as well. So, in the end, obviously, yeah, Chad was eliminated from the game, and 278, Ashley, basically said, well, you know, Mai's kind of crying her eyes out, and she doesn't feel sad for someone like that who's kind of just wanted the attention on her. Like, she nominated someone else to try and get someone out of the game, yet when she loses someone, she's going to get all upset about it. Like, it doesn't really make sense. And she said that she was giving off bad bitch energy, so Chad was sacrificed. Almost like karma, really. Like, you nominated someone and went against the team rules or the game rules or whatever, and actually now you've lost someone who you're really close to. That's kind of your own fault, it's on you. So yeah, that's basically it for episode 8. Like I said, we have 9 people left. Players 16, 19, 51, 278, 287, 355, 418, 429 and 451. So that is it for this review. If you did enjoy, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Until my next review, thank you very much for watching. And yeah, like I said, until the next review, episode 9, we will see you soon. And until then, thank you for watching and goodbye.